Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 27th. We are just going to jump right in here, Libra, and we are going to see what comes up for you this week. It's been a good week, is what I'm going to say, Libra, this week. This is a good reading. You have the Success card, you have this Fates card as well, so I feel like things could be going fairly well for you here. Yes, I picked up that card on my lap. Someone, literally just fell on my lap. So, someone, a couple weeks ago was like, I saw you pull that card off your lap. I'm not going to watch you ever again. I'm always literally rewind the video, you can see it falling into my lap. So for you conspiracy theorists out there, it fell into my lap. Rewind the video. But Libra, let's see here. What is going on for you at this time? Libra, you have this Success card here, so clearly there could be success coming in for you. I feel like part of me feels that your success is coming in through some sort of purging or cleansing. You could literally be cleaning your home, or you could be cleaning anything toxic out of your life. So I do see that. For some reason, I don't really see any cards here that would represent that, but just intuitively, that's what's popping into my head is some sort of cleansing, purging energy where you're just getting rid of things, the energies that have been weighing you down for a long time. That could lead to a lot of success. We also have financial and love success here as well, right away in this first row. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. This could be a lot of happiness and success coming in for you. The Knight of Pentacles is kind of saying to me that there's a lot of potential for you to grow at this time, but probably not where you are, because you have the Two of Swords here, Libra. She needs to go to these new lands that are behind her on the card. And you also have the Eight of Cups in this top row. It's literally this whole entire reading is saying to me that you are kind of purging or getting rid of something so that you can move somewhere that's better. For some of you, you could literally be moving, but I'm speaking more figuratively here, Libra. I'm referring to some of you could be leaving one relationship, going to another. You could be leaving one job, going to another. But I feel like there is a lot of potential for you here in this row. I also feel that for some of you, there's something about using your knowledge here. I'm pretty sure I said to you recently, where it's kind of some of you could be getting a job that's based off your, whatever you went to school for. Maybe you've been having a hard time getting a job based off your, what do you call that? Your college degree or whatever. But, the Knight of Pentacles represents knowledge, and he has symbolism on his card that can represent having a certain amount of knowledge. And I feel for some of you, it's kind of you're finally using the knowledge that you have. For others, I do feel like someone is making a love offer here, Libra, but it's a little cautious with the Knight of Pentacles, so we're going to have to take a look at this and see where it's going. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Basically, the universe saying I meant what I said. I feel that there could be a person coming in here. It feels blocked to me, is what I would say, Libra, and so we're going to have to see where this goes. With the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Wands, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. So there could be a person who's approaching you here at this time, or you could be approaching a person, take it how it resonates. And I feel like there's a lot of desire, but there's some sort of blockage. I'm wondering if this is a past situation. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. I know what this is now. I feel for some of you, you are letting go of a person who just wouldn't move forward here in a lot of ways. It's you could be walking away from a person who just lives in the land of what ifs, right? Someone with anxiety or too much anxiety. They think too much, and that is probably the thing that makes them not open up with the Knight of Pentacles. It's the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight who is not moving. His horse, there's no movement here on the card, right? He's the only knight that represents no movement. So I feel for some of you, it's you're dealing or have dealt with a person where it's they wouldn't get moving forward. I feel if you don't know already, why they wouldn't make progress, why they wouldn't move forward, it's again, I feel they live in the land of the what ifs, right? So I feel for a lot of you, this is where that cleansing, purging type of energy is coming from. And you could be letting go of that. Again, for others of you, pretty much for all of you, I do look at this row as really, really good for work, especially if you have like a degree or if you have some sort of specialty. This to me looks like there could be an opportunity coming in for you based off of your degree, which again, I'm pretty sure I said this in your mid-monthly reading for the middle of September, and it's coming up here again. Next, in the area, in the middle here, you have the protection card. I feel like you're just protected from, the chaos of the world that's going on right now. I wouldn't take any unnecessary risks, but I do feel like you are protected at this time. I want to see what the next card is as well. Yeah, there's like some sort of new beginning coming in for you. I feel like it's going to be very successful as well. You have the Two of Swords, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. I feel that this Ten of Swords is saying that it's time to move on from the past. I feel like it's time to move on from this past person and to move towards something new. I feel like there's just a lot of new opportunity that's going to be coming in for you. And it's going to be something that you've kind of like wished for with the Star card. I definitely feel that you could have had like a tower moment in the recent past with a person, or it's kind of like has more of that. What I would say here is I have more of that like tired feeling where it's like you've just tried to do something so many times and it just doesn't work out, and so you get exhausted. And this could be in love, as well. So some of you, I feel, have that. It's kind of like you're tired from trying to, in relationships, from trying to constantly have a relationship, from, trying to put in the work and all that other stuff. So it's like you're really hoping that if you give it another shot, that there's going to be like a solid new beginning. Let's see. I'm going to clarify this right away and see where this row is going. With the Two of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. It's like really going to require you to be bold, assertive. I feel this energy for a lot of people, where it's like she's sitting where she has always been, but she needs to go to these new lands behind her, right? I think it's like a hard, it's like a hard thing to wrap your head around, but it's like, the Queen of Wands with the Two of Swords, and again, it doesn't matter what gender you are, this is just the energy that you're embracing. She needs to put her energy into something else. She needs to put it in a whole other world, basically. And so in love, for example, it's like maybe you always encounter a certain type of person. This, to get away from that, you're gonna have to like leave that world, the world that where those people exist. And again, it's kind of a hard thing to wrap your head around, but I would say there are probably certain things that people who hurt you or have hurt you, there are probably certain things that they do, or there are certain activities. There's probably another place where a different type of person exists, and you're gonna have to like figure out where that is. I always tell people, it's like if you want a successful relationship, then you're gonna have to like go places where people who have successful relationships go. Or it's like, it's pretty simple. There are certain things that people do who are successful in life, right? So it's like if you want a successful relationship, probably a good idea to surround yourself with successful people in the first place, but it's probably a good idea to find out what those people do as well. It's like, I don't know, maybe they go to church, maybe they go to the gym, maybe they take cooking classes. I don't know, right? Because I'm not in a successful relationship, right? So don't listen to me, as I always say, but figure out where those people go and go there is what I would say with that Queen of Wands. It's like there's something about your environment that needs to change. With the Star, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here. Love it. So there's definitely like a successful, stable opportunity coming in for you. For those of you looking for love, even if you're not looking for love, don't care. I feel like there is a good opportunity coming in for you, especially in work or business. And so love it, especially if you've been training for a while. The Knight of Pentacles can really represent someone who has like trained for a while, or someone who has some knowledge about something. What I would say is I always get this message for you, Libra, that you could be having a hard time like finding something that's, finding a job or a business that's, based off of what you went to school for. With the Ten of Swords here, you have the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you, and movement. Look, his leg is up. He's making moves. So I feel like there could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. The other thing that I'm picking up here, Libra, is it could be the total opposite as far as work and career is concerned. You could have a job that is based off your your degree or whatever. And I feel some of you could be walking away from it. It's like you're finding out that you don't really like the job that you have, or that you don't really want to be doing the thing that your degree is in. So some of you could be kind of making a career change here. And I feel like it's part of your fate, as we see here. You have this Fates card, and you also have this Breathe card as well. So I feel like you need to breathe through it at this time. But I also feel like you need to realize that some changes that you're making are part of your destiny, probably, with this card. I'm cheating a little bit here, Libra, but what I would say is based off your astrology, I think that some of your biggest challenges are probably going to be family. And again, I'm cheating, but still at the same time, I would say that if you're like making a change, let's say you went to college to be a nurse, and let's say you freaking hate it, and you just want to, maybe you want to go do something else. You could have a lot of family members and things like that saying, like, telling you're crazy and all this other stuff, but you're really going to have to listen to yourself here, Libra. I feel like you're really going to have to listen to your inner voice and say, like, what do I want to do? And I feel like you need to ask yourself that question. I feel like people don't realize, like, how you can just be yourself. It's like, people do that. There are, like, literally YouTube channels, right, of people who just, like, videotape their day, and they're super successful just being themselves, doing, like, freaking whatever. So, I feel like you are enough. One of my favorite people of all time, Marissa Pierce, she says, tell yourself you are enough every single day, multiple times every single day, right? So I feel like you need to realize that. You have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Too many worries going on here. A lot of stinking thinking. So I feel like you need to get out of your head with this Nine of Swords. I feel, in a lot of ways, I feel like you are protected. This blanket that is on him is meant to represent protection and comfort. So there is comfort here with the Nine of Swords, but I definitely feel a strong need to get out of your head. Probably the reason that you could be feeling stuck in a nightmare with this Nine of Swords is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, he is walking through darkness. He doesn't really know where he's walking towards. Where is he walking, Libra? He's walking towards the Nine of Cups, a wish. So I feel like you need to realize that even though you could be in darkness, look at all the symbolism here, Even this new beginning card, it's like a new day is dawning, on this card. It's like there's darkness, but there's also light. So I feel like you need to realize that things aren't getting worse, things are getting better. And, you're like the second sign. There was another sign this week where I said it's always darkest before the dawn, right? And, that might sound cliche, but I feel like the sun is coming up. Look, Ten of Swords, sun is coming up in the background. So I feel like some of you could be experiencing some stinking thinking or, not being sure where things are going. But I actually think things are getting better, not worse. Let's look. With the Eight of Cups here, there you go. Ten of Swords, exactly what I was saying. High Priestess. High Priestess makes perfect sense with this Eight of Cups energy because, she, middle ground, right? She is in the middle of the card. There's this B and the J. There's a million ways you can read the B and the J, but it could be dark side, light side, right? So for some of you, it's kind of like she's in the middle. She's not, she's kind of not making things out to be worse than they are. She's not making them out to be better than they are. She's kind of taking the middle ground approach, which I feel like is a good thing to do right now. With that Queen of Cups here, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is my card. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I mean, it's like you looking at situations and saying, is it worth the effort? I feel like a lot of people are doing this right now. It's like I keep telling people, it doesn't really surprise me that nobody's going back to work. It's like, I think people are like, why would I go work for even $15 an hour? It's like not even worth it anymore. So I feel like people are just like leaving. I think what people need to realize is like we're in this transition period where we're leaving an old system and entering into a new system. Transition periods are always dark. There's always like weirdness going on and craziness. But it's like if we can get through to the other side, it's going to be much, much more beautiful, much nicer, and things like that as well. So, I think we are stepping into this world of improvements. But, what I would say is the difference here is like, it's much more individual, the energy that I get, for this transition that the world is going through. And what I mean by that is it's like in the past, I think everybody's like expecting like a revolution or some big war or something like that. I don't think like it's going to be like that at all. I think that what we're going to see is just individuals deciding that they want to live different lives. And they're just going to choose to do that. And, through that, will we see a government collapse? Maybe, but... or are we going to see some other craziness? Maybe, but I don't really even think that's going to happen. I think that it's going to be more like the government is going to have to start working for us again, and things are going to have to get better that way. So that's what we're seeing happening. And that's what I see for you here. That's why I'm saying this crazy stuff, because it's like you're taking more in a lot of ways, I feel like that Seven of Pentacles, you making decisions that kind of lead to more responsibility on your own side. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Hierophant. Hierophant is a card of marriage, but it's like, and again, really good love this direction right here. So for those of you who are willing to put the work in, there could be a very solid love connection coming in for you. I just want to get, having said all that, I just want to get a final outcome for you here, Libra. So what is the final outcome for Libra? Celebrations, happiness coming in for you, Three of Cups. Really good for family as well. Judgment card, waking up to your true purpose, like I said. And Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups says focus, but it's like, basically says that you can live whatever life you want. Seven of Cups is dreaming, imagining, but he does need to take action to manifest a dream. Again, if you're dealing with some issues with family, like I was talking about earlier, Three of Cups says you'll be fine. Three of Cups is a reunion. Judgment, I feel like you're waking up to your true purpose. With the Three of Cups, you have the Hangman and the Queen of Pentacles here as well. I feel like you're very resourceful at this time. Hangman is like showing people that there's another way to live as well, which you could be doing. With the Judgment card, you have the Lovers. Definitely love coming in for you. I do feel like some of you are having a realization about love, or like the type of love that you want in your life. So that could be good. And with the Seven of Cups, you have the Moon. You have some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. You have Pisces, 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 like literally every single Pisces card here. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. If you're dealing with a Pisces, good luck. I'm a Pisces. So good luck, enjoy it, right? For others of you, I feel like this is talking about your journey. I'm going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Libra. If you don't have questions, that's fine. I'm going to put them all together at the end. But we are going to do 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, Seven of Wands, I would say yes. Seven of Wands is about belief. Seven of Wands says whatever you're asking about, if you believe it on a very deep level, the answer is yes. If you don't, then the answer is no. So Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of believing something and making it true. For question number 2, I would say yes, you have the Emperor. Did you have the Empress here? No, you didn't, right? For some reason, I thought you did, but you have the Emperor here. I would say yes, especially if you're asking about an Aries. And for question number 3, Page of Pentacles, I would say yes. Page of Pentacles is a good card, new beginning. Kind of like putting this all together here. I feel like there's a major new beginning. Obviously, you have this new beginnings card here. But I feel like you're entering into a very different world. For some of you, I mean, literally, you could be like in the future. I'm not saying this week, but maybe even years from now, I feel like you're going to be looking back and you're going to be like, I'm in a like totally different world almost at this time. Pretty powerful stuff. So looks good, Libra. I like it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.